Let's get this turkey flying here. Good evening, everybody, as we wait for the turkey to take wind January 10th, 11021 here on the Rancho. A few things to cover off tonight. Let me see if I'm live first on this side. Yes, and I am. Hey, Shimei, how are you? Good to see you tonight. Wait a couple minutes for people to it's not often I venture into the drama sphere, but kind of been taken in there today. So we're going to explore that a little bit. Hello, Ginger. Hello, Scottish. Nice to see you tonight. I hope that you are doing well. Lee Lynch, hello. Welcome to you. Happy Sunday night, football Sunday. Waiting for karma. Waiting for karma. I like that. Hey, Zoe, Toodles, Just Kim, Melissa. Nice to see you. Right. Yeah, I'm going to be addressing Dave the Fisherman here tonight. Hello, Vanessa. How are you? Jody, Stephanie K, Cute Kitty Kitty, Stony. What's up? Lee, it's not often I do just tangentially touch drama, but I'm going to address that tonight. Hey, Tupac. How you doing tonight? Nice to see you. Hey, Lip. What's going on? Before I get underway here, because I miss saying hi to people in the side chat, because, well, hell, I'm old and I forget shit, so I got to focus. Hi, Cindy. Hi, Absurdity. Right, Cindy? Rosie's an old bat, right? Cleveland won. Baltimore won. Right? And they said it couldn't be done in Tennessee. Good to see you. Thank you, McDave. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I have a headache. I took a couple of aspirins. Okay. I usually take Tylenol. It works pretty well for me. One Tylenol. So glad to make it to a live. Beep beep. Nice to see you. And let's go first things first. And I wanted to see if Jen would pop in here. Hey, Sunny girl. My super chat is off. My super stickers is off, and my PayPal is off, and I've had people texting me, you lost your monetization, but then no, I didn't lose my monetization is still there. I came out of Vegas. Why is it off? I came out of Vegas over 2,500 to the good. I had a phenomenal 3-day. Hey, Autumn. Hey, Simply Wicked. I had a phenomenal 3-day run playing video poker. Now, put yourself in my position, and let's face it, I'm well supported on this channel and I appreciate it, okay? People know what to do if they want to give support. They've done it for years on here, okay? Some people have memberships, some people have Patreons, merch. I run what I call a very flat channel. I don't want to make special videos for people. I want to just be one size fits all for everybody. So if I wanted to, hey Leather, if I wanted to shake the money tree, I could certainly shake the money tree. I've got people that have been asking for merch. I know if I was to put up a membership thing, I'd probably have a lot of people join that. That may be a little egotistical on my part, but I don't know, you know? But I've chosen to go the route of just, hey, if you want to support the channel, you want to support the channel. But I don't ever want to be in a position where fortune has smiled on me mightily with a royal flush to the order of $2,000, 2 times hitting 4 aces, $200 each time, 4 threes, $200, 4 fives, 4 sevens, 4 queens. The beat goes on and on and on. Of course, there were some drawdowns in there. But for that reason, I decided to inactivate the super chat and the super stickers and the PayPal, at least for the balance of this month. Yes, I have big insurance bills, as you guys know, health insurance and things like that, but that's okay. You know, to me, it would seem greedy to just be taking in money when I've been so blessed with a good run of luck. How you doing, German lady? Hey, Skylara, Susie. If I missed anybody else, when some start membership, they lose subscribers. Toodles. Well, yeah, the big royal flush. Well, Hey Jody, my thinking was, um, and I want to put this the right way, that um, I didn't want to have to think what special thing. I mean, I've got people that have been with me for over 7 years now, gone into 8 years on the channel. And to start segregating people by membership, I'm going to have special things for members. If the person that's been with me since day one, and there are some people that have been here since January 3rd, 4th, 5th, the first week I was uploading on YouTube. Now, if they're in a position where they're on a limited income, or don't, their finances don't allow them to support something like a membership. I don't care if it's $1.99, $9.99 a month. I would rather they hold on to their money. But more importantly than that, over 7 years, they've probably watched 500, at least 500 of my videos and left comments on that. How do I tell that person that the door's now closed on you because you can't join the membership club? So that's the reason I decided to do that. Hello, Kitten Cat. Nice to see you. Hey, Nicole. Now, other people, hey, look, no problem at all. Do it. Have fun. I support it. YouTube gives you the tools to do that. So I guess coming out with a nice win in Las Vegas, that I felt it was unseemly to continue for a while to have PayPal, Super Chat, and all that. Let's burn off that money. Trust me, that'll go fast with with an $1,100 a month health insurance bill. Hey Lottie, how are you? Nice to see you. Yeah, we always buffer. We always buffer 5 minutes in. Just refresh. Just refresh. Just tell you guys right here. It's something stupid about just refresh. Okay, just close the stream and reopen it. It's a Streamlabs. I don't know why I stick with this thing. Okay, so we should be okay now. I think it probably buffers on the phone or something like that. I apologize. It always happens 5 minutes into the hangout. All of a sudden, you guys see the spinning wheel. I get pissed off. I must pick up my monitor and throw it out the window here. I don't know why Streamlabs does that. I have no idea. Anyway. No, so Tupac, I appreciate you've been supporter of the channel. I've popped by your channel a couple times. Dude, you got a pretty wild chat over there, okay? And, a rosy girl jumping in there is like trying to catch a moving freight train. Sometimes going down the line there. Although I enjoy, I do pop in. Man, I don't, what you guys are talking about that. I just need to watch a little bit and get caught up. Hello, Ronnie, how are you? Kick their butt, damn spinning wheel. I hate that. Yeah, I think the buffering's done. Hi, freaking the sheets, how are you? So I do get around and I do watch chats. Let me turn the heat down a little bit here. The house, of course, was cold. I didn't have heat on when I was gone. I did not go live today because I was working from the road, taking and making phone calls on the road. No, I wasn't talking while I'm handling the phone and pull over to the side and rest stops and things and make calls, take calls. I got back about 4 o'clock, went right into work. So drive 620 miles and spend about 4 hours at work. That's a hell of a long day. Okay. That's why I didn't go live. Thank you, Melissa. Thank you very much. I didn't get to see your video. Okay, yeah, I did that early this morning, but when you're on the road, it takes, in the middle of the desert, it takes a long time to upload. It takes a long time to upload. Hey, Jay Holly. Hey, Risa, how are you? It takes a long time to get that thing uploaded. So thank you, guys. That's a rather lengthy explanation why I don't have... any of the AdSense still runs, of course, but the other optional features, because I want you guys to hold on to your money. I guess that's the bottom line on that. Number 2 is Jen here. Yes, she is. Jen. Look at what we got. Was here when I got home. Bobby taking it inside. The nice new Baltimore Clippers mug, courtesy of Jen Jen and my moderators here. The first one came with a broken handle, and this one is in beautiful shape. So I know that Jen Jen was very upset. And of course, the Baltimore Clippers were a minor league AHL hockey team in Baltimore for a lot of years. So I'm very happy that this came in. Make make Jen Jen happy there, and thank you moderators. Hello, Mouse Toes. How are you? How are you? Appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. The cup got their hole. Yes, it did, in beautiful shape. And I really appreciate it. I'm using the other one as a cup holder now over there. So I've got two of them now. And I really appreciate that. What's next for me? Hey, Joey D, thank you. What's next to me for me? Um, being back home, it's it's pretty rugged out there right now. Okay, it's pretty damn dismal out on the streets and highways. We're pretty empty. The numbers of COVID cases are rising extremely rapidly now. And I'm very close to the point where I'm in what's called tier. California has a tier system for vaccinations. I'm in tier number two. Okay, before like the elderly, and but the tier number two is chronically ill and people that aren't frontline in hospitals and things, but do work in the facility. So I imagine in the next week or so that I will be getting my vaccination. Um, in the meantime, as numbers here in California just spin out of control, I'm going to kind of hunker down here for a bit and do some projects, do some things in the workshop, clean, really fix the van up nice. Continue to do a lot of minimization here. And yes, I will be staying home. I will be doing my local walks around here. But in terms of more exposure at this time, I feel like although I'm damn sure that I had an early case back in March, we can never really be sure. And, what's the point? I think so. I'm going to be sticking to close down. By the way, the Discord is open there. If you want to hop into the Discord, it's like a message board. It's like a message board attached to this channel. So jump in there. It's a 24/7 board. You can talk to people in there about the channel or things that you'd like to talk about. You don't have to give any information that you don't want to give. All you need is just an email and a username, and you're good to go. Nobody's going to see that stuff. It's all confidential. Just be smart, like on social media. Post what you want to post, and don't don't post personal information. It's very easy. Yeah, I'm glad you're keeping it. We're on indefinite lockdown. Yeah, I know that. Are any visitors coming? I would imagine Janet and the boss will come. But for the time being, I've got a lot of stuff to do around here, and there's plenty of things to do to continue with the minimization to start my body improvement program to get that kicked off. For now seems as good a time as ever. Construction work's going to be stopped this week too, so God only knows what's going to be left once this is over. Public schools opening students tomorrow face to face. Um, hey J Love, I don't, I'm baffled sometimes by, you know, uh, like China, they were kind of patting themselves on the back that they've been free rolling pretty good. Now now they're getting rapidly rising cases in Beijing and places like that. Um, I was listening to Seeds to Freedom today, and I guess he had the right take on it. If the whole world had locked down for 30 days or so in March, instead of being all out of lockstep over the last year, we probably wouldn't be in this situation right now. So there's a lot of sense about that. I'm not sure if teachers are happy about because children are pretty much okay in terms of the COVID-19, at least with the variants that we have at now, but that's not to say that something could change. Also, kids are great vectors to carry viruses and things to adults. So I don't blame teachers for being a little bit skittish. Um, we go week by week with our numbers in the state, but country numbers are down. Okay, well, they're soaring here in California. I mean, they're telling heart attack. They're when they get called out for potential heart attacks, the EMTs make a quick assessment. If they don't believe that they could resuscitate you, they're not going to take time to do it. Never heard that in my life, right? They're just, for all intents and purposes, it's yo-yo. You're on your own at that point in time because there's literally not the facilities to handle all that, even in a super city like LA. Andrew says, I'm still working, but it's just basically to keep in place. My shirt says, donut, not horny, donut worry. Damn, J Love. Huh? Are you bucking to be the new princess on the Rancho or what? Huh? Donut worry by my wonderful friend Joey D in the side chat there. Could I use a couple swings around the old maypole? Yeah, I could. All right, so I'm just putting it out there. Thanks for the vids from Vegas. I appreciate that. Yes, I could use it a few swings. Devastated for my seniors and mom. Gut wrenching. It is gut wrenching, Lucky Beans, but we don't choose the time, and this nation's going to war. Many mothers and fathers have cried as their sons and daughters have gone off to the battlefield. We don't oftentimes pick and choose when we want things to come down the pike, and we've gone about 100 years without a serious pandemic, which is pretty darn which is pretty darn long in terms of things. So it is unfortunate that it's come down. You got donuts? No, I don't got donuts. I don't got don't got no donuts. So don't yeah. You have to make lemonade out of lemons, and even last year when this stuff shut down, the high schools and the seniors had virtual graduations or drive-through graduations where the principal or whomever would hand them their diploma and roll through. At least they had like balloons and an archway that you went under. I mean, people try to be accommodating because they know it's important to people. But just think of, hi Kathy, but just think about this the other way. They'll always be able to tell their kids and grandkids, man, don't ever tell me about sickness on a mass scale. Let me tell you all about the pandemic of 2020. Oh, Grandma, not again. uh, yeah, Vegas was a bit leery. It was a bit, it was cool. It was fun. I did great, but the town, the crowd was the composition of the crowd was worse than ever down there. We're gonna see more Kitchen Stadiums. Yeah, and I hope in a couple weeks to have Janet in Kitchen Stadium here doing her fried chicken thing. She fancies herself that she cooks a mean fried chicken, so I think we'll get her into Rancho Kitchen Stadium, eating in front of the camera, being all embarrassed as only Janet can be, but it'll be a lot of fun for the rest of us. And she's been a good sport. Make lemons out of it. Think of the stories you have to tell your kids and grandkids, those kids graduating from high school and college. And yeah, hey Grandma, do you remember the pandemic of 2020? Yeah, I was right in the thick of it. I was graduating high school. Really? And we just drove through an archway of balloons. Really? So we're gonna see Janet in Kitchen Stadium. So my mom has been asking me, "Where's Rosie all day?" She's watching and she's in pain. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Hi, Amy. Coming up the road, I had many calls to make and take from where I told you guys leaving yesterday. Normally I would stay through Sunday, but I had things that I pushed off into Sunday to later, and I just could not, break the chat and go pull over to a restaurant for 15 minutes, make a call, and then start a new chat. So I just came up the road. I made great time, steady 80 miles an hour the whole way, and I listened to some of the football too. So as we move past the wild card games here. Kill people with kindness. Going with the kale. How are you? So we're gonna have some things coming up. We're gonna be putting some time in the shop. I need to clean the shop up. I need to get some stuff kicked out of there to open space and do some minimization. And maybe we'll get in there and fire up a vintage tube amplifier and have a little fun. I might pull out of one Magnavox that was pulled out of a stereo console and fire that baby up. We'll have some fun with that. Yeah, a lot of great choo-choos in Vegas. So there'll be more good content coming up. I do try to be a content creator, and I do not get into drama. Okay, and I hear on some chats people bemoaning, oh, there's not places that people can go and have drama free fun. Yeah, there are. And people turn out in big numbers to come to a drama free chat. It may not be everybody's cup of tea, but this channel proves that if you go places, you take people places, you do things, you review things, you build things, you interact with other content creators, yeah, you can build a pretty decent following on YouTube, and that's the path that I've chosen. Fire up a Harley, yes. Hello, Susan. But it does not mean that drama does not follow you. And we'll get into that a little bit now, because I know Dave the fisherman was upset a bit yesterday and today during my live stream on, I don't even know what it wasn't last night, the night before. Somehow that's, I don't know what we were talking, Monkey Boy and Mr. Z, they're vetted veterans. Okay, they're the real deal. Okay, I mean, Mr. Z, United States Air Force, then going into the United States, going from plane mechanic in the Air Force, then going over to training on tanks and being inside of tanks with the United States Army Reserve. A very, I'm very proud of his service. I'm also very proud of Monkey Boy and his service as a United States Army Ranger. I think that he exemplifies the kind of people that you hope comprise your military in life. Sturdy, gentlemanly, kind, but when need be can really bring the heat if he has to. Now, for some reason, I'm going to give what happened, and I'm going to give some of the long backstory here, because Dave and I have a very disjointed, broken road over the years. Okay? What does that mean? I'll tell you in a minute. But anyway, I guess we were talking about service and valor, and I guess somebody mentioned Dave or something like that. I don't even know. I didn't even review the thing. Something about maybe Dave claimed to be in the service or something like that. Now, at the time, if you go back and look at the live stream from later at night, I guess it was Friday night in the hotel room, I immediately looked over at Mr. Z, and he thought, oops, in the sense that it just kind of came out of the blue. And I kind of just said to Mr. Z at that moment as I looked over, that's not what this channel is not about, calling people out and all that. And, he understood immediately about that. And, we moved over that. Well, I didn't make a big issue out of it. Like, you know how I am, ladies and gentlemen. When something like, hi Lisa, when something like that comes up, there's Rosie O'Kelly's nephew, thank you. When something like that comes up, I steer clear of, I don't get involved in it. I'm not drilling down on it. I'm not going to talk about it. I'm not going to highlight it. I'm like, give that look like, hey, we don't talk about that thing, and instantly they understood, and we move on. Now let's go back. Now let's go back in time. And I'm uh, having people send me clips today of 5 minutes, um, where Dave is really teeing off on Mr. Z and me. And here's the thing I want to talk about in terms of who served or who didn't serve. And because I didn't stand up for Dave or whatever, and whether he served or he didn't serve, you got to remember a time that Dave and I started on a very rough road. I was the most hated person besides Elvis Travels on his radar screen because I stood up for a person's right to run their channel and to have monetization and things, and do what you want to do within the bounds of YouTube. So we had a real parting of the ways for about a year. And during that year, I didn't watch Dave's stuff. I didn't participate in the, what would we say, the celebrated green rooms, the doxing, the screen captures, the recorded phone calls, none of that stuff. Nobody can bring up any clips whatsoever of me ever hanging around in green rooms with Vinny, with Tucker, with Dave, with all of those. It wasn't my cup of tea. Why? Because I was on the outside of that didn't really care about it at that time. Evidently, and perhaps this is what Mr. Z was talking about, evidently there was something floated out there that said something about Dave's claimed military service or something like that. Okay? Like I said, I wasn't involved in that particular time. Okay? I'm not in the green room. I'm not in his hangouts where they're going back and forth. I'm not involved in the patch and the man who would not die. You don't see me around those streams because I wasn't around. But evidently that was another friction point, like some of the other things that, for lack of better words, the trolls dug out. Here's proof of this, or this was Twitter, or this is this, and this is that, and I'm like, I don't know. I'm not around. And I think most anybody can attest to that. I wasn't in after chats. I wasn't in anything at all at that particular time. So there's a whole block of time where evidently people went down the military road. I was friends with Voodoo. I was friends with Mojo, friends with Vinny G. Felt like there were a lot of really nice guys in the open chats. But evidently in the green rooms and the closed chats that I was not a part of, people were exchanging information, trying to figure out who served or who didn't. And I think that's when the real split happened in the community, and people started lining up against that type of activity and doxing and things like that. So my point is, I didn't today I had no idea whether David served in the military or not. No idea whatsoever. Okay, diabetes thing or whatever was unknown to me 3 years ago. Had no concept about that. No idea. Late onset, juvenile diabetes. I got no idea. Okay, but I do know one thing. I don't get involved in questioning people or getting involved. I depend on a one-on-one relationship. And for the most part, I worked hard to try, to be friendly and to have that one-on-one relationship and kind of isolate, because I'm the kind of person, if you treat me well, I'm going to treat you well. And if we apologize to each other and we move on to my way of thinking, it's all good. But here's the thing. Okay, I do get text messages from Dave yesterday that he's very upset about that. Now, I texted him back. I said, look, I'm not involved in drama BS. And then furthermore, with this type of thing, Dave, it's like I don't tear into it. I was a responsible chat host at that point in time. In that room that night with those guys, I did the responsible thing. Am I supposed to open a court of inquiry and say, ladies and gentlemen, have a seat, court is in session, let's bring out the facts and whatever? No, I immediately take that talk and push it aside. That's what a responsible chat host does. They don't run with the ball and then milk it. Let me focus. Hold on a minute. This stupid camera. I hate this thing. There we go. Okay. I don't. I don't get involved in that kind of stuff. Okay. I just know it doesn't fit because if you see the title of tonight's video, I don't do drama. It's not my thing. I don't come on panel and play clips. Did you hear this? Did you hear that? Rolling clips. And I don't do that stuff. I don't drag people on the channel because I never felt I had to. I felt I was entertaining enough or did enough entertaining things that I didn't have to do that. A lot of that stuff I consider low-hanging fruit. But again, we have that weird triangular relationship. If you have a problem with what Mr. Z said, well, by default, then it becomes my fault and I get F-bombed for that. Okay? And told F you and F Mr. Z and F you. Now, okay, you know what I'm saying? Because somebody else had the two-way problem. Now the third person's going to be involved in that. Despite the fact that third party wanted to just not even go into all this or all that. So we see panels where, I get along good, for some reason, the claims about Kitten Kat and what she does and all that. I got a great relationship with Kitten Kat. Kitten Kat's done some things to help me to protect myself and do some other things. Should I have my relationship influenced by that because of what other people say about what Kitten Kat may or may not have done? Somebody like David Guns, a not notorious, but in the sense of not liking Dave and of having that history, he's been nothing but kind to me. He's been shared information with me, not about stuff on YouTube, but about stuff like barbecuing and cooking and restaurants in Chicago and historical things. In other words, am I supposed to dislike a David Guns because his relationship with Dave is fractured? Even a Boris. Okay, I mean, just because they're on an outs doesn't mean I can't respect Boris and try to have a decent relationship with him, just in the sense of keeping cool and keeping out of the line of fire. We can't have our relationships. We can't have our relationships. And Captain Wynn, please, moderators. I don't want to. This is not a drag today. This is just. This is going to be a one and done. So please, please take care of that. Okay. I'm not taking any low road tonight. I'm just explaining myself how difficult it is in this community to try to be friendly with people and not carry the burden of other people's relationship with that. I tried my best. Okay. But it's reached a point where, Dave has chosen to go his own way, and I say that's okay. I don't look back with any regrets that I didn't, try to be at least try to be a decent friend and never got involved, never talked about YouTube things and things like that. But I can't have my relationship. But then, the thing that comes out, I'm on my way to the casino now or whatever. I mean, I don't like it when things have to drop to some sort of threat. Okay, where things go from, okay, you spoke your mind, I replied, and now I'm on my way to the casino. Or when you're out there streaming or something, I'm going to come up and pop on the stream. Okay, I don't, that doesn't move my needle. Okay. But it just shows me that, um, that almost the, I don't want to say the brutish nature of just going down to something that sounds like a threat. I don't really respond well to threats and things like that. Now, I know there wouldn't be any physically negative encounter, but you can't couch things in terms of, you know, the the darkness of the potential moment when you least expect it. I'm going to pop because I don't, as you guys know, I don't run. I don't run from anybody on the streets and anything. And I just say to Dave, if you want to stream snipe me on the streets of San Francisco or Vegas or whatever, it's fine. So, having decided today about that, I'm going to certainly honor your request. We'll just go our separate ways. I'm not going to have anybody doing any dragging or anything on this channel here because, yeah, could I be more perfect about the way I run my chats? Yeah, I could, but I can't help the information that other people pick up that I'm not aware of. Okay, like the 1 year period where I'm not in the whole veterans thing and I'm not in the stolen valor and I don't know whether Patch is or isn't. And I don't know all the stuff that came down between Voodoo and Mojo and Vinny and all that. I just didn't get involved in it because frankly at that time I didn't like to be around that kind of thing. I didn't care about it. So I don't get the whole flow of whether he was or wasn't, but I tell you the one thing I did when I did the stream, I immediately put that stuff in a bottle and moved on because drama is not what I do on my hangouts. So was Mr. Let's see, because he enjoys being around, doesn't have to worry about driving home drunk and all that. That would be the main reason why. Yeah, don't be chooching for fights. That's the reason why. Hold yourself to, yeah. The main reason is because we like to have some beers and things at the end of the night. And he has to get up early in the morning, and it's best not to be drinking and driving late at night. The less you know, the better off you are. Exactly. So okay, so that deal is done, and I'm not one to be negative about things and all that, but I'm not going to be one to ever live my life in fear. I don't give crap. I've never doxed anybody on YouTube. I've never threatened anybody. I've never called CPS or family members, and a lot of that shit's been done to me. But I'm saying I don't do that type of thing. Okay, it's not my style to do so. Well, thank you, Bubba Bug. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Rosie O'Kelly's nephew, I'm not drinking moonshine tonight. So, yeah, I can't be responsible. I just know, and I would just tell people, if you just do the content, try not to get involved in that stuff because we've seen how recently, um, with the introduction of a new lady in Dave's life, that things can spiral down. They can go down a path where things get really rough and really scary very quickly about family and docs and all that kind of thing. And now, before you know it, when you go down that drama rabbit hole, you're in, man. You're caught in the whirlpool, okay? And the ways out are very limited to get out of that. Catch and post, it was quite traumatic. Yeah, it's easy to be on it. Yeah, if I can get some oranges tomorrow, yeah. So, I do wish him well and hope all of his dreams come true and, his gal fishing babe. And, there's no ill will on my part, but I cannot police every section of YouTube and I cannot be a judge and jury to some suddenly come out and go, time out, stop the chat. stop the subject of Vegas and good times and then the military and all that kind of stuff, because now we need to have a court session about whether this is or isn't real. I don't do things like that. Okay, I don't need to come onto a stream and fire up and f bomb people and f you and f you and f this and f that, because I found that it's proven to be a very bad road to go down on YouTube, because it makes enemies. It makes people get mad. Okay, it makes people do things, and I just think um, people complain about YouTube's not fun anymore, and it's all the drama is choking out the fun, and where's the fun? Well, join me and try to make it so. Resist talking about other people on YouTube. Resist doing hangouts where you're rolling clips of who did this or who did that. Put it behind you. Talk about other stuff. Make a cake or something. Yeah. How much negative? Yeah. Thumbs up are appreciated. So, yeah. Well, at what point, like MFD, I mean, what's real or what's not? I mean, we all, our heads start to spin. Is that is that real? Is it not? What do I believe or don't believe? I just compartmentalize that and stuff, and just like, okay, well, let's try to get along, as best. And I've had remarkably good times, in the past with Dave. But I like him. I can't go down this road anymore. I can't be on the fence line, and because this friend might say this or have this opinion, or this person might have that, or somebody in my side chat might make a comment or something. I can't fight brush fires everywhere, I guess is what I'm saying on here. But hi Monique, how are you? Good to see you. Rosie O'Kelly's nephew. I'm not a legend, okay? So all right, just slow down over there. Slow your roll over there. Oh, good. Hey, go Donnie. What's going on? Yeah, so I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm the furthest thing from a legend, but it doesn't mean that I can't wish well. I'm never going to f bomb somebody on here. Um, it's just time for parting of the ways, and I hope that everything goes great with the being resited in California and residing in California. There's a lot of fun things to do here. There's a lot of beauty. There's liberalism. There's things that'll irritate you, but there's also a lot of good things to do, and a lot of good diversions apart from YouTube. And I wish nothing but the best. But I guess my days of engaging and trying to keep things rolling along, I can't roll that ball uphill anymore. So I'm just going to step away from that and wish the best. Yeah, there's always going to be drama, but it doesn't have to be a continuous stream. And I really like I really like the fishing babe called FB. She's been nothing but kind to me. I mean, I know who she is, but I'm saying I'd never disclose. I don't disclose anything about anybody, but I just say that's not really material. But I do wish them a happy time in California, and shit's gonna happen on YouTube. Okay, it happen to me in real life. It continues to happen in real life. It is what it is. Yeah, so just good to put that behind. You helped me so much with my relationship. Cab TV, I've changed. Oh well, thank you, detailer. Hey, Holly. I was mentally locked in chat by the mob all the time under the name just so they keep my membership. So I just wanted to put that out there. I can't sustain another reaction like that because of that chat. I don't want to have. Not that I mind if somebody comes up on the stream. It's perfectly their right to. And I don't think I'm going to be assaulted. I don't worry about physically being assaulted or things. But trying to stay on I mean, I feel often like I've tried to stay on a tightrope, with a lot of people, right? Be nice to Lindy, right? I've never had a problem with Lindy, right? When her mom passed away, I sympathized. I think was sympathetic when my dad passed away. But yet I understand it. The glamorous life and Rory are, they're not on the same page. Okay, and Corey. But yet I can still be friends with Vegas Vixen because we know to not talk about that subject, and that we talk about other things. So I mean, I can't walk a tightrope of worrying about, ooh, what's this person gonna say or what that person's gonna say. Everybody has their own take on YouTube, and there's a limit to what you can do. But I did tell Dave, and since he quoted my messages, I'll quote his. Okay. And notice I'm not f-bombing and things, and I don't have a chat that tears people up. Let's see where the hell that is. Yeah, I said the fact that you allowed that infuriates me. Show me where I ever said that. I've never have. Mr. Z listens to my haters. Yeah, well, there's the key word. Listen to them or whatever's out there. Not me. Not me. And I said, I told people I don't want to discuss this on my channel. It's BS. I did my part. Responsible chat host. I have no desire to get wrapped up in this drama. I mind my own business. I don't think truer words were ever said on YouTube. I mind my own business. And I ended with, I can only respond to what people post, and I did. In other words, I can't know ahead of time what's going to come out of anybody's mouth. What's going to come out of the side chat on here. I can only respond when it happens. And I think I gave the very, very best response that I could, which was move on from the topic, be a responsible chat host, get my live stream back to a point where it's fun. I don't plant these seeds of all this stuff going on. I didn't grow this garden of whatever other people do. I've been hurt by it myself, but I'm just saying, what more could somebody do at that point? So, um, yeah, we're doing fine. Rosie O'Kelly's nephew. That's okay. It's just in a bat, but this chat will stay up. Okay, because I went to review Dave's chat and it's privated. So, but this chat will stay public. I don't have any ill will. I'm not upset about things because I know in my heart, in my mind, that I did the very best that I could at that moment to diffuse that situation. I'm not going to be responsible for what comes out of other people's mouths because at the end of the day, they have the right to their own opinions and beliefs on things that they know, and some things that they know or have heard I may not be a part of. All the whole military brouhaha, all the green rooms, all the crap that went on in those rooms in 2017, 2018. Okay? It is. And people ask, what does it take to be less drama? Well, do less drama. Okay? Go out, do some content. Show your town, show your city, cook something, show how to make something, fix something, build something. Yeah, go Donnie. You can't be a mind reader. You can be a creator, and the only thing you can do is respond. Right? I don't want to have anything really diligent moderators. Yeah, and when I ask them, I don't want this to be a bash fest on anybody, Dave or anybody else. They respond to that, and people appreciate that. You know, and I want to continue to keep it that way over here. You don't run panels, and you're not responsible. Have fun and forget this stuff. Yeah, I will, but I just wanted to put it out there and just let you guys know, because my phone was blowing up, and I had to go after driving 620 miles. I had to go directly to work for about 3.5 hours, and that made for a brutally long day today. And I guess I felt a little out of sorts tonight with my phone blowing up with clips and like, oh God, what did I do? What are you kidding? Um, and I didn't dump that on anybody else yesterday. I didn't want to spoil anybody else's good time and bring that up. So we all have a point. We just have to. And I've been very happy as a solo show, but what you're seeing is the rare times, relatively speaking, when I'm not alone, when I'm with a couple other people. Okay. And if you think that I can put a gag on somebody's mouth and control what they're going to say, it's impossible. Okay. But if you go back and review that chat from Friday night, tell me if I didn't do the responsible thing at that moment in time and immediately give a look like, let's get off of this topic and move on. So thank you, Teresa. Hey, BB. Way to go, Vegas, baby. Yeah, I'm very invigorated. I appreciate my mods too. It's not easy to shape a chat where some people will complain about some of the moderators, but again, I can't control the ideas that they have in their head. I can't control their opinions about people. I can't control their free speech to express themselves about the way they feel about me or anybody else. But the one thing that they do beautifully is when in my chat and performing their roles as moderators, they perform it superbly because they don't allow bashing to take place. As much as they might want to in this chat, they understand their function is to moderate the chat here, and they do a pretty damn good job. Okay, but to ask me to shape their opinions, it's an impossible task. Okay, there's too many years on the Boyd. There's too much of the flow that people have seen. Me, other people, they're going to form their own opinions about things. Uh, yeah, Riza, I didn't go live. I thought I mentioned last night when closing up the live stream that I would be heading back and I needed to do some things work related. So um, between making and taking phone calls on the road, I thought it would be rude to stream for an hour, then shut it off for 10 minutes, start to stream again, shut it off for a half hour, then back and forth. And trying to catch some of the playoffs too, I decided, you know what? And I think I made record time home. Hey, how you doing, Molly? Good to see you. No, I'm just, just saying goodbye to somebody I've known a few years on YouTube here and just wishing the best. That's all. Like all the matters, Scottish is a bit questionable. Seems a little meanish. But you guys will testify that uh, my mods do a really good job of keeping the ball on the keeping the ball on the pinball machine playing field. Okay, that's what I really appreciate that they do. These streams will never ever be bash fests on people. There will never be drama of rolling clips of what this person did or what that person did, because all that does is just feeds the cycle of drama. Because what might have been broadcast initially to 15 to 20 people now gets broadcast to 125 people. It influences their thinking about things, and the spiral just goes on and on. New shooting stars go out and start their own chats and things like that. And it's just, if you complain about that you can't go to a place and have fun and chat and have a good time, you're looking in the wrong place. Okay? And this chat proves that it's entirely possible on a daily basis. Yes, the harmless mod. Okay? So, um, you know, it is what it is. I wish I had a magic wand that I could wave and just make sure everything that came out of the keyboard and people's mouths were all tulips and roses. But let's face it, we're not going to blow smoke up anybody's ass on on this platform. Thank you. I enjoy your raw emotion. Everything isn't always perfect. I appreciate the honesty of speaking your truth. Yeah, I mean, if you're friendly, should it drop down to an F bomb? Should um, you know, looking forward to coming back to the Rancho or something? Should it drop from that to an F bomb because of what evidently something from years ago? I mean, I guess that's the thing that really stunned me was uh, was the uh, was the response, and then I'll see you on the streets when you're streaming or whatever. It is what it is. Hey, what's up, Sean? How you doing tonight? So, Rhonda, good to see you too. These are the days of YouTube. Well, a lot of people have been inside and they're getting their entertainment where they can. But I just marvel when sometimes people just have, how can we have less drama and things? Well, it all begins with us, and what we do is host and things and all that kind of stuff. So, but all that stuff always blows up it always blows up in the end. So, hey, Vicky, how you doing, sweetie? Got a metal detector just struck me funny and do test holes. If you use high dollar, make sure to tie a string on it. Yeah, don't lose it, right? Misfix it, exactly. If y'all need an F-bomb dropped, I got you. Doing good. Congrats on your reach. Oh, well, thank you, Sean. I appreciate it. And congratulations on, um, I heard, yeah, man, got the friends and family for it. Did you settle on your F-150 today? Yeah, the F-bomb. I'm not a big fan of the F-bomb. It's just tossed out with the blast from me, the JCs, the GDs, and I just think, wow, stuff just rolls so easy off of the C word, the B word. It just rolls so easy off the tongue. What are the next fun plans? Ninth Element, I got a lot of stuff to do. I want to do some projects. I want to get out there and clean the workshop. Tomorrow I'm not gonna go late till late morning, early afternoon. I got a crap load of work to do. But things will open up more on Tuesday and get back into fun. I missed your final times on the slots. How did you do? I hit four aces on Saturday morning. Took me up about two. I was up at that point, not up it, up $205 off of a $20 initial in the morning. Very lucky. Then about another 40 minutes or so, I drew that down to about 150. And the card started moving on the screen, and I started to lose my concentration because it had been too many days looking at hundreds and hundreds of poker hands, and you can only do that so long, and then you start to make stupid mistakes and things, and that's it. I'm done. Gossip spreads as fast as the pandemic. Yeah. Hey, Lulu, love you. Thanks for always having a positive stream. Thank you. Show class, not ass. I like that. I love that. Words can be hurtful. The tongue is the strongest muscle for a reason. Blow me a kiss with all the. You looking to be the new queen of the Rancho? So I don't know. I don't know. But I want the parting to be positive because I'm going to continue down the same positive path that I'm going. There'll be much more good content coming up here. I do have another dinner video to drop. I'll be putting it on the Rosie Murphy channel. Depending on how I feel, we might be out chooching tomorrow night. My exercise program will start tomorrow too as we get underway on that. Yeah, congratulations on the metal detector. That's awesome. So, yeah, I mean, if you think about making things better in a community, think about what you do in the community to make it better. Okay? What is your show about? What is your whole hook? And then that might be the answer there for getting a cure on things. But yeah, it is what it is. Blow me a kiss. Congrats on the you couldn't have scripted those wins better. Yeah, they they were a lot of fun. I'll tell you guys that feeling of looking down and seeing that royal flush. Oh, you're holding three cards and you draw, and the next thing you see is jackpot call attended. Ooh. And the next best thing, you think you won $1,000, and they keep telling you won $2,000, and you're sitting there trying to figure out how in the hell you won $2,000 on a quarter machine. It didn't make sense. Hey, Mike Jordan, how are you? How you doing? Good to see you. I came here for friends and fun. Yes, you did. How you doing, one Mama Lisa? I grew up saying, bless your heart. Exactly. Exactly. But anyway, I do want to leave on a high note. As I said, I do wish Fishing Babe and Dave all the best in their adventures and travels ahead, and hope the times get happy in California. For a lot of people in life, California has been a game changer. There's something about moving out here that opens up the vistas a little more and broadens the mind and creativity and innovation and things like that. It can be a real good thing. So I was excited for you. Thank you, Toodles. Depression got you tonight. I'm sorry to hear about it. Won the California lottery. All right, awesome. You better wear a diaper because I'll hug the poo. Remember, it's hard to hug me if you're a gal because I've got a big front end like you do. We can just have to hug from a distance, okay? It's very difficult to hug. Okay, every rose has its thorn. On that note, guys, I'm going to close it out early tonight and wish you all the best. Stay safe out there. It's a pretty bleak looking world, at least in California. And then I know places that are wide open, like Biloxi, Mississippi, and Donnie tells me, but don't let your guard down. Okay, even places that strutted about like peacocks, like Beijing and places in China, are being hit hard again. Okay, that's right. Better to keep your mouth shut and be thought a fool than to open it and remove all doubt. And remember, a fool and his money are invited everywhere. Okay, so y'all have a very good night, and I will see you tomorrow.